Hi guys, it's Rob from Royal Balls. We've got eggs. It's the first of two females that I borrowed from ARP Constrictors, so I'm wearing my ARP Constrictors t-shirt. Big shout out to Arwin for making this possible. Hopefully it will be mutually beneficial. Let's take a look at the male. So the male is the Leopard Lemon Blast Desert Ghost, and if you remember we were going to pair this to a couple of large breeders from ARP to make hets so that we could get Desert Ghost into our various projects. So this is the male Leopard Lemon Blast Desert Ghost, imported from JKR in February of last year, and he's been doing great guns for me this season. So let's have a look at the results of his work. So the first thing I'm going to do is take these two pre-prepared egg boxes from out of the incubator, and I did note the weight on the top when I first mixed these to the right consistency, so I'm going to reweigh them and just add a little bit of water to make sure that they're exactly right. So this one should be 880 grams. And it still weighs 878 grams, so it hasn't lost anything. This should be 885. And it's still 885, so it hasn't lost anything. Both of these two egg boxes are ready to go, ready to receive eggs, so we'll put them to one side for a moment. I've got two egg boxes because this is a big female and I'm probably going to need two egg boxes. So this is the female under the paper. Let's get rid of the water for a second. She's sitting on a nice big clutch of eggs here, but I did see one slug. There she is. Let me take away that slug and the extra paper. And we'll see if we can't lift her off the eggs now. There's a bath of water waiting for her. She is a little bit nervous and I don't want to get bitten. So we'll start at the bottom here and gently unwrap. There she is, off the eggs. And we'll do a quick check here. She is, you can see, completely empty. So she goes into a bath of water. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 good eggs. And I'm going to mark them up as they lay in the tub. So I'm not going to separate them. Apart from possibly the one on the top, because that's going to foul on the egg box. So let's get rid of the one slug. So that's 9 good eggs and 1 slug. I'll take that any day of the week. So I'll take my egg box, pre-prepared. And let's see if I can just remove that top. Oh yes, it's very easy to lift. I don't want that to roll, so let's just put that there for now. There we go. Lift these eggs up. Let's see if we can get them. They're not even stuck to the paper, that's really nice. Oh, look at that. So I can just plonk those in there like that. that egg is going to foul on the top of the egg box. So I do need to just adjust it a little bit, so we'll swing it round to this orientation so it doesn't touch the lid. Oh, that's beautiful. So we are going to get them all in the one egg box, nice. These two are still stuck together, so we'll leave them stuck together. So we can just adjust these a little. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's one. One more still to go in. If I can just squeeze these over a little bit. And it's got a nice air gap there. There. And I'm happy with that, so let's candle them, make sure they all have good veins, they all look good. Yes, good veins. Yeah. Yes. 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 Yeah. This last one has 8 veins down there. You'll notice I'm leaving them in exactly the same orientation. I'll leave them in exactly the orientation they were laid. That egg is touching the top of the egg box. So I do need to adjust it. I think we're okay to do that since the eggs have just been laid. And I'll remark the top so that I know where that is. And we'll get these into the incubator. Nice job. The incubator's been running nice and stable. So let's try it out in anger with the first clutch of eggs. Awesome stuff. Okay guys, so we'll now get this female refreshed. She was due on the 10th and she actually laid today on the 12th, so day 32. So we'll just make a note of that on here. Laid 12th. the third. Good job, Mama. So we'll put that on her refreshed tub. We'll get her cleaned up now, and she's been soaking in that tub. And so we'll get her a completely fresh tub. Deal with that later. Completely clean, refreshed tub. Put the sticker on it to tell me she's already laid. Let's go refresh her water bowl. There we go. And I'm going to put some fresh, scrunched up newspaper, new stuff, to let her settle quicker. Just gives them something to hide in. There we go. I'll mist that down a little bit to increase the humidity. She needs to rehydrate and rest. Okay, so that's her tub refreshed. She's down here in this water. And let me just give you a look at this girl. This is the big, chunky female. And look how skinny she is now she's laid her eggs. So hopefully we'll get this girl back on food. Job done, Mama, thank you. Put it back in the rack. And all that's left to do is to just tidy up. Mark everything down in my book, my clutch book. I'll weigh the female in a short while and get a weight that I can refer back to just to see how she recovers. And that's it, guys, simple as that. Okay, let's just see if we can get a weight on this girl now that she's laid. So I'll zero the scales at that. Let's lift her out and see if we can get her in the tub. Yes, she will actually fit in there. And she is weighing 1825 grams after laying. I'm guessing she would have been up close to 3 kilos before she laid those eggs. So that's the pastel clown female that I borrowed from ARP, and I have a second female, a spot nose female. Is 1 day behind the girl that just laid. She ovulated a day later. She had a pre-lay shed a day later. So hopefully she's going to lay eggs a day later, and we'll have another clutch to pull tomorrow. Okay guys, the second ARP constrictors girl has laid. We've got a clutch of eggs in here. Interestingly, she's laid in the evening, but also on day 32, 1 day behind the other female. So her ovulation and her pre-lay shed and her lay date were all 1 day behind the first female. So this is the second clutch in 2 days. This is the spot nose to the leopard lemon blast desert ghost. Here is the female, and we have 1 egg that's already This girl is well fired up. So let me just remove the rollout egg. Oop. Now this girl is being very feisty. A little bit of newspaper stuck to the egg, but that shouldn't make any difference. We'll just stick that in the egg box here. Now let's see if we can lift this girl off without getting bitten. She is very, very agitated. I can see one slug egg there. She's striking at the paper towel now as well. Very upset. She doesn't want to let go of these eggs. She's striking at me here, so let's just get her in the tub of water. Let's check and make sure she's empty. Yeah, completely empty. That is one angry mama. You guys know the drill by now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 good eggs, and again we have one slug in here. So let me mark these eggs up exactly as they were laid. I'm not going to reorient these eggs, I'm just going to put them in to the egg box exactly as they were laid. We've got these 3 stuck together here, and I think we're going to have to separate this egg here because it's too high, so we're going to have to pull this one off. Ease it off gently. There we go. That's it. Again, we've got some nice big eggs here. Just trying to get as much of that newspaper off as I can. There we go. 7 eggs. Let's get that out of the way. So we've got a good air gap all the way around the eggs, and the lid should sit quite nicely on there. So let me just get a photograph of those eggs before they go in the incubator. Mark it down in my book. 7 eggs, 1 slug. Take that off and give her a completely fresh tub. She laid on the 13th of the 3rd. I'll stick that back on her new tub. And in the meantime, these eggs can go into the incubator. So there we go guys, that's 2 clutches in 2 days, 9 eggs from the pastel clown female to the same male, 7 eggs from this girl, so we'll have plenty of hets and double hets to work with. I'm just going to get this female cleaned up now. You guys know the drill. We'll get her back into her tub, a nice refreshed clean tub, let her rest up, and we'll see if we can get her back on food later this week. So just mark everything up in my book. get everything cleaned up, and we're done. Those eggs are now sitting in the incubator. We now have the long wait, 60 days to hatch date for those eggs. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.